this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a fabulous day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. Well, y'all, I want to do a shout out to the conservative Supreme Court of the United States of America. Today, they ruled in favor of the black voters of Alabama. This case is a testament to the fact that power concedes nothing without a fight. In the state of Alabama, black voters make up more than 25%. In fact, if truth were told, we're probably 45 or 50% of the population in the state. The voting population alone is about 30%. So we are a large number in Alabama. Black Americans are a large number in Alabama because this is a former slave state. And many of our families stayed in the South where their family members had been enslaved and fought for their right to be here in the South. And people are surprised sometimes when they come to the South and how well black Americans have done. Now, everybody's going to talk about the poverty. They're going to talk about how horrible it is in Alabama. They're going to do all of that. But black Alabamians have a decent standard of living. The HBCUs were an early and important part of black people coming out of the slave system and going into the workforce. So we have several HBCUs in Alabama, and they have helped to educate the population and build the economic base and employment for black Alabamians. Because Alabama has always had a ready and willing workforce of black American men, foreign and domestic manufacturing companies have always been willing to invest in Alabama, as they continue to do to this day. There is a Mercedes plant in Tuscaloosa County that has been a big economic boost to the area. When they were considering bringing that plant to Tuscaloosa County, the Alabama Confederate flag was still flying over the state capitol. The Germans, owners of the Mercedes Corporation, told the state of Alabama they would not bring that plant here as long as they were flying the flag of tyranny over the state. And mysteriously, that flag came down. Now, black people have been trying to get them to take that flag down for the longest, but they didn't take that flag down until those Germans said, we are not going to bring our company there with you flying that flag. This lets us know that other countries are watching America and the way America does business. And especially as America goes all over the world talking about human rights for other people, and then deny human rights to black Americans who were here from the beginning building the country. The truth of the matter is, the political structure in Alabama is very outdated. We have people who are still trying to pull slavery time tricks on black people to keep you from voting. So we keep talking about, I ain't gonna vote, I ain't gonna vote. And we have another group of people saying, that's right, don't vote. And we're going to do everything we can to make sure you can't vote. So what the Supreme Court ruled on today was that Alabama Republicans drew the political districting map in such a way that black Alabamians only get one representative to the United States House of Representatives, even though black Alabamians make up more than 25% of the state's population. So black Alabamians have one representative, and that's Terry Sewell. And the Republicans are basically saying to black Alabamians, one is enough. I don't care how many of you there are, you're only going to get one representative. Well, the black people said, no, we deserve another representative, and you have drawn the lines wrong, because what they did was they put a large clump of black people in District 7, and that's the black district. And then they split the rest of black people up, putting them just in any district where they would not be the majority, sticking them in districts where they had majority white to dilute the black vote. So if they had just let the black people stay where they live, like they do white people, draw the lines based on where people live. like they do white people. No, they're going to put somebody from Montgomery in the same district with somebody from Tuscaloosa doing stupid stuff like that, just so black people would make up a majority. And the Supreme Court told them that violated the Voting Rights Act. Furthermore, there had already been a 3-judge panel. 2 of the judges had been appointed by Donald Trump. And they already told the state of Alabama, what you're doing is wrong. Now, when you have judges that Donald Trump appointed telling Republicans that you're violating the Voting Rights Act, and then they decide, well, okay, we're going to go to the Supreme Court. You know you're dealing with very arrogant people with a strong sense of entitlement. They're operating on the idea that because there are more Republicans on the Supreme Court, that the Republicans were going to rule in their favor. And they did not. And it's shocking to me, but good for them. So there should be integrity on the United States Supreme Court. Regardless to what political party they're affiliated with, they are there. They take a vow to interpret the law based on the Constitution. And the fact that these Alabama lawmakers felt so smug and so secure in the idea that if I can't get what I want in the lower court, I'm going to go to the Supreme Court. Apparently thinking that just because there are more Republican justices, that they were going to rule in their favor, even though what they're doing is violating the rights of other Americans. Now, we have come to expect partisanship in America by Republicans and Democrats to a certain extent. But they are duty bound to do what is right based on what the law says. The Supreme Court is one of 3 branches of government in the United States. It is the judicial branch. They are responsible for interpreting the laws of the Constitution. They are not responsible for making laws. That's what the Congress does. And they are not responsible for rewriting laws. They are responsible for interpreting the laws that are already on the books. The Voting Rights Act of 1965 is settled law. So Alabama and Arkansas and all these states that want to come back and undo everything so they can be redone in their favor are wrong. They're just wrong. And there needs to be a body strong enough to tell them, you are wrong. You are not going to rewrite this law because you're in a minority or you're afraid that black people are going to vote you out of office, because that's what it comes down to. So I say, shout out to the Supreme Court for at least showing some degree of integrity, and hopefully this will be a sign of things to come. Okay, y'all. Thank you for listening. Let me know what you think about the video. Subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video, and as always, have a great day.